Hello. Today we'll be talking about The Godfather I and II, directed by Francis Coppola, and how death is the most prevalent when exploring the themes of the film. Death is the main tool to explore the themes of power and morality that comes with the life of organized crime and the mafia in The Godfather Part 1 and 2.
The film starts out with a close-up shot with dark lighting on a man named Bonacera. Bonacera is a funeral director and can be seen as grim as possible with a black tie. Bonacera's darkness represents death. At the wedding, Michael can be seen wearing his military uniform and his tan tie, but after Michael kills and becomes Don Michael, he is seen wearing the all-black tie. This is Michael's transition as the killer. Tamburi agrees with us, saying, "It is at this time in the movie, after the above-mentioned passing of the baton, that Michael's metamorphosis completes itself." This is to represent that Michael is the funeral director now, planning out his enemy's demise. He is now death itself. With death comes power, and that is something that Michael craves.
The moment Michael becomes death and all the accolades that go with it is at the dinner with Sollozzo and Captain McCluskey. Coppola uses very clever film techniques to show how Michael is feeling in the moments leading up to the killings. When Michael enters the bathroom, we get a high-angle shot and blocking. The high-angle shot shows how small Michael feels at this moment. He is nervous, scared, and doesn't know if he has the heart to follow through with this. Michael is blocked by the stall door, which forces the audience to take a behind-the-scenes look at Michael before he prepares for the biggest moment of his life.
We then get the sound of a train coming to a screeching halt. This is to represent the fears and doubts about killing. The sounds build major tension for if Michael is willing to kill. Michael then kills Sollozzo, proving that he has what it takes to be a cold-blooded killer. The camera then cuts to Captain McCluskey for a reaction shot. McCluskey is in utter disbelief as he holds his fork up to his mouth in shock. McCluskey puts up no resistance to Michael because of the pure surprise that he could do this, and shortly after, Michael shoots him in the forehead. Warshow says the gangster's activity is actually a form of rational enterprise, involving fairly definite goals and various techniques for achieving them. This is Michael's initiation, and he will do anything to earn power now that he has interacted with death.
The garden scene with Don Vito and his grandson, Anthony, is seen as a representation of the future generation denying the mafia way of life. Don Vito can be seen putting fake fangs in his mouth to scare his grandson and chase him around the garden. Anthony sees Don Vito as a monster with fangs, and that is if he really saw what his grandfather was really like, it would be a monster. Don Vito dies in the garden, and Anthony is seen spraying him with some sort of insect repellent, denying the power and greed that comes with the mafia way of life. And if you have ever seen The Godfather Part 3, you know this to be true, with him denying the mafia, opting for a different career as an opera singer.
The baptism scene truly displays the contrast between power and morality. It shows the highest honor you can receive in the Catholic Church and the worst possible act a human can commit. Michael is being cleansed in blood just like Connie and Carlo's child is being cleansed in holy water. He is the Godfather twice over now and holds all the power, and the deaths of the mobsters represent their fall from said power. For example, a low-angle shot showing Barzini getting killed and falling down the stairs of the courthouse to represent his fall from power.
Family is often depicted as the most important thing to mafia members, and in The Godfather, it may seem that way, but to members of the Corleone family, it is a means to an end. Michael is quick to turn his back on his brother-in-law Carlo after he finds out about Sonny's death. Carlo betrays the family and sets Sonny up for a blindside. Not wanting to hear excuses for why he betrayed him, Michael kills him at the end of the film. In The Godfather 2, Michael kills his brother Fredo after he finds out he was behind the attack on the compound earlier in the film.
The idea of family to these mafia members is phony. The only thing people really care about is themselves and how to make sure that they are the ones gaining power. Their morals go out the window, and the power they seek is guided by death. Michael is seen pondering his decision, and at the end of the film, we get a flashback of his family leaving the table after they find out about his military aspirations. Michael sits there, not wanting to celebrate his father's birthday after this interaction. The personal gain is more important than the family and death is a tool that guides their hand.
The final death count of the two films is 42. This includes 2 family members killed by Michael, 2 family members dying of old age, 36 murders, 1 suicide, and 1 killed racehorse. We hope you enjoyed.